The Glass Menagerie opened a month before VE Day and the end of the war, and the play's mood looks both backward and forward in time. It deals with loss and longing, and it captures the absolutely pristine new mood in America with a kind of sense of relief and release at a new life where the people coming back from war and the citizens who had survived it were looking to pursue their happiness. And the struggle of Tom in The Glass Menagerie is the struggle of someone to get out of what he calls a 2x4 situation, trapped at home with a desperate mother and a fragile sister, and the son champing at the bit to claim his talent, to be allowed to find and be himself. Williams was a poet who felt characters inside him, ghosts. He was a haunted man, a man who, by the time he had success, when he was 34, he had been a veteran of discouragement. He had been really beaten down by an abusive, angry father, by a family at war with each other, and brought up in a very difficult environment in the hated St. Louis. He called it St. Pollution. He had experienced in his short life just incredible trauma. When he was asked what his influences were, he said Chekhov, Lawrence, and my life. And really, he continued to write and rewrite his life and his struggle to claim both his talent and his literary identity and his sexual identity. He was the grandfather, really, of gay liberation in some ways, but something that came very late to him because of the very repressive nature that he grew up in St. Louis. The beauty of The Glass Menagerie is that all the torment of his early life, in the end, he can master it, and he shows the audience. At the very beginning of the play, he says, I've got tricks up my sleeve. And the play essentially, like great magicians, shows the audience the trick as well as announcing it.
Yes, I have tricks in my pocket. I have things up my sleeve. But I am the opposite of a stage magician. He gives you illusion that has the appearance of truth. I give you truth in the pleasant disguise of illusion. To begin with, I turn back time. I reverse it to that quaint period, the 30s, when the huge middle class of America was matriculating in a school for the blind. Their eyes had failed them, or they had failed their eyes. And so they were having their fingers pressed forcibly down on the fiery Braille alphabet of a dissolving economy. In Spain there was revolution. Here there was only shouting and confusion. In Spain there was Guernica. Here there were disturbances of labor, sometimes pretty violent in otherwise peaceful cities such as Chicago, Cleveland, St. Louis. This is the social background of the play. The play is memory. Being a memory play, it is sentimental. It is not realistic. In memory, everything seems to happen to music. That explains the fiddle. I am the narrator of the play, and also a character in it. The other characters are my mother Amanda, my sister Laura, and a gentleman caller who appears in the final scenes. He is the most realistic character of the play, being an emissary of a world of reality that we were somehow set apart from. But since I have a poet's weakness for symbols, I am using this character also as a symbol. He is the long-delayed but always expected something that we live for. There is a fifth character in the play who doesn't appear except in this larger-than-life-size photograph over the mantel. This is our father, who left us a long time ago. He was a telephone man who fell in love with long distances. He gave up his job with the telephone company and skipped a life fantastic out of town. The last we heard of him was a picture postcard from Mazatlan on the Pacific coast of Mexico containing a message of 2 words. Hello, goodbye,
Thank you.
and no address.